I'd like to welcome everybody to, we're doing a kind of a dedication ceremony, grand opening here of Highland's first skate park here at Shepherd Park. I'm Alex Brown, I'm the Superintendent of Parks and Recreation. At this time I'd like to call up Mr. Mark Herrick, President of the Town Council.
Thank you, Alex. Before I have a little prepared speech myself, I'd actually asked Dan Vassar to speak tonight because Dan was very instrumental. I asked Dan Vassar to speak tonight as he was very instrumental. He picked up the torch from his father who had passed away, and Larry was really instrumental in the skate park. Unfortunately, Dan is in Philadelphia on business today and can't be there. And so I asked him to give me a few words, which I'll read to you in a few moments. But you think about it, synonymous with Highland Youth has been the Vassar family, Larry and Dan and Pat and all of them. And so it's only appropriate today that we dedicate this skate park today. As Dan and his family have always dedicated to the youth. So Dan's comments are, this is a wonderful thing for the young people of our town. I'm so happy for them and I hope they enjoy this awesome facility they helped build. I want to thank Alex Brown, the park board members, and my fellow council members for seeing the merits of this project and making it happen. Thank you for your time and dedication. Finally, I want to thank my personal hero, my dad, Larry Vassar, who really wanted this project. He would have loved this day. Unfortunately, my dad passed away 5 years ago, and I've picked up the torch for this project to see it through. Dad, I hope you're looking down and seeing one final dream realized. Thank you again, everyone involved with this project, and to skaters, stay safe and enjoy yourselves. And those were comments from Dan Vassar, who couldn't be here today. On behalf of the Highland Town Council, myself, Bernie Zeman, Dan Vassar, Steve Wagner, Connie Kuiper, our clerk treasurer Michael Griffin. We want to welcome the members of the community who came out on this glorious day to celebrate this remarkable achievement, the grand opening of Highland's newest sports venue. I want to thank Park Superintendent Alex Brown, members of the Park Board, Nick Russo, Abe Rivera, Chris Ray, Carlos Alberto, and Vicki Crowell, and members of the Park Board staff who spent countless hours determining the need and then envisioning a safe haven for the skateboarding community. They sweated the details to make this dream a reality. They engaged local members of the skateboarding community to make sure Highland Skate Park was designed to afford challenges to our skaters, yet equipped with safety features that they knew we needed. Together they created a destination for skateboarders right here in Highland. What we couldn't begin to imagine 15 years ago is a reality today. Just the renovation and expansion of Lincoln Community Center charted a new course for recreation and fitness. The ADA accessible fishing pier opened recreational activities at Meadows Park. The skateboard park begins a new chapter in competitive outdoor sports. And I want to just take a step here to vision. If you don't have vision, you become stagnant. And the park board has always had that vision. Think about when they offered us Main School, the property. What are we going to do with it? Originally it was planned to be a parking lot or retail. The park board took it, made it into a focal point of Highland, Main Square. The renovation of it in 1981. Think about when the school town approached us about Lincoln School. Closed down school. What are you going to do with it? Well, make it into community center. Who would have thought? It has been one of the focal points. From there, we took the Lincoln Center under Dave Manelson and at that time, Frank DeLangley was the next superintendent. We put on the field house. Alex Brown comes on board. We did the renovation, and now we have the skate park. So you got to have a vision. Not everyone's going to agree with your vision, but if you don't have vision, you become stagnant. And the park board has that vision, and we got to keep striving for that vision. The skaters you see here today are enthusiasts. You may one day see a national championship or even Olympic Games or win an Olympic Games. Wouldn't it be nice if we could host a tournament here for the Olympics or whatever trials? It'd be nice. We can dream big. With our parks, as with our community, we are reshaping our past to amplify our future. Enough talk, let's see some action. I welcome our boarders to airwalk and alley-oop to the heart's content. Thank you very much. Now I want to introduce Abe Rivera from the Park Department.
Hi everybody, thank you for coming out. My name's Abe Rivera. I am the current park board president. I just really wanted to say thank you for coming out. All the support we've got for this project, it looks great. Just can't wait for next spring. This grass will be nice and green and it'll look even better. Most of all, I want to say thank you to the town council for backing us on this project. Thank you to Alex Brown. He put in a lot of time and effort into this. Thank you to my fellow board members. We act as a cohesive group on every project. So me, president, is just a title. We all make a cohesive effort to work together and come to an idea or a decision that benefits the entire town. And that's with every project we take on. I would also like to give a big shout out to our skating community. They had the most input into this project. This project could have been totally different and they wouldn't have liked it. But there were some people that were very vocal about it and made us listen, and we listened, and it turned out to be an unbelievable project here. Skaters are happy, and that's ultimately the bottom line. And it's not just about today's youth. I mean, because you see all ages on this park right now. So for the future kids, the little ones still coming up, my son, he can use this park for years. So it's not just about the current skaters, but future skaters as well. Really, that's all I have for you. Again, thank you so much. Appreciate it. And skaters, enjoy.
I just have a couple more people to thank. I wanted to piggyback on what Abe said. I really want to thank the local skaters that helped design this. I've been in Parks and Recreation for 31 years. I think I could do a pretty good job building tennis courts, basketball courts, baseball fields, soccer fields, but I knew nothing about building something like this. So we really appreciated the input that they put in to design what they wanted. This isn't for me, this is for them. So I really appreciate all their input on that. I'd like to thank Spawn Ranch Skate Parks. They're the builders of this. We did a design build project, Spawn Ranch Skate Parks. I think all of us in this area are learning more and more about how good a company they are. This is the first skate park they built in Indiana. They've since signed a contract with Hammond to build a skate park, and now they're looking at building one in Portage also. So I'd like to thank Spawn Ranch Skate Park for listening to the skaters and building what they wanted. I'd also like to thank Nice Engineering for overseeing the project. They were the construction observation guys of this. We couldn't do it without them. There was times that there was some problems with compaction tests here and everything else, and they handled all that and took us through it. I'd also like to mention that Driftwood Collective is a foundation, nonprofit, along with Region Rat Skateboard Shop they used to be in Highland. They're located in Griffith now, but they've started a GoFundMe page to raise some extra funds for some amenities here. So they're in the midst of collecting quite a bit of money to help do some amenities here. Some things you might see that are missing. This area someday is going to be some additional seating with some shade. We don't really have a lot of shade out here, so we're going to build a shade structure here with some seating. Also in the near future, we're going to put a lot more landscaping over on this side. We're going to plant a bunch of trees just to provide some more shade here, kind of buffer the homes. Would like to say just sorry to the skateboard community that it took so long for us to build this. One of our issues has always been, where do we put it? All our parks in Highland are really neighborhood parks. And it's always been one of those things where, we've always had to have some concern for the neighbors. So I know we're affecting some of the neighbors here, so hopefully it won't affect them too much, and they can see that this is really a benefit to the community. These were underutilized tennis courts, and so we've ended up figuring out that this was the best location, and hopefully everyone's happy with it. At this time, I'd like to do a ribbon cutting and officially open it. So if I have the town council and the park board come up here, I think I got 2 volunteers to come hold the ribbon. Hopefully someone over there's got a couple of cameras and get us a couple of pictures of this. Get one of you to stand right here. Let's go across here. Get you back a few steps. Okay. Who wants to do it, Dave? No. Okay.
Great.
How about some of the skaters come stand behind us? You guys
Come
want
on,
to get
guys.
the picture?
Come on, would you please?
Come on.
Come on, guys, stop flagging. Get over there, come on. What's that? I gotta get some pictures. Come on, let's get everybody. Come on, guys. Andy.
TJ, come up here and get in
Come on,
this
Sean. Come on.
True warrior.
Come on, CJ.
Warrior.
CJ.
That'll be a good advertisement. All right, let me take a picture.
Yeah, TJ.
Really? Got it?
Post yourself to the skate park.
Wouldn't be right without you, Kelly Jeff.
All right.
No, I'm holding kind of tight.
You guys holding it tight?
Tight.
All right. Here we go.
2, 3.
There.